I know we have challenges before us this week. Fund the military. It is at a deadline. The Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP. 2 times we have voted to move that off this floor. But both items, the Democrats have not only said no, they whipped their members to hold them back. This is not a time to play politics. I know a lot of things have been said in the process. I am committed to solving our problem when it comes to DACA, border security, and chain migration. We want to be able to solve this problem. But the deadline this week is about the military and about the children. I hope when we go to the floor to have the vote, to continue to have government funded, that I don't look across and see what I saw the times before. That I watch the leadership on the Democratic side, the same person who believed these were crumbs to the American public, actually holding her members back. Even those who want to vote for it, but would not release them to vote for it until Republicans had passed it.
I always look for you. All right, Manu. I used to think that the Democrats thought the S-chip bill was bipartisan, that children's health insurance is a bipartisan bill. This was written by Republicans and Democrats. We've passed this extension twice this year. We're going to be bringing it to the floor again this week because real deadlines are occurring this Friday. And the real deadlines that occur this Friday are our men and women in uniform and children's health insurance in many states that will run out of money. And so that is why it's unconscionable to me that they would block funding for our military or cut off funding for these states that really will lose their funding for CHIP by playing these political games and tying them to unrelated issues. Look, I think that's the deadline we're all operating on the March 5th, I think? But look, these are talks that are occurring in earnest. We want to fix DACA. We want to fix DACA in a balanced way so that we don't have the same problem down the road. That's just pure common sense. That means a DACA solution that involves the security measures that make sure that we don't have another DACA problem down the road. That's purely common sense. The majority of Americans see it that way. And so it's perfectly reasonable that we address this in a more comprehensive way. Look, I feel that it makes no sense for Democrats to try and bring us to a shutdown, to try and cut off CHIP funding for the states that are running out of money, like Minnesota and Washington and Kentucky and other states. So I think cool heads hopefully will prevail on this thing. Good faith negotiations are underway, and to push that aside and try and jeopardize funding for things like S-chip in our military, to me, makes no sense.